What's up, guys? It is Chris back with another watch unboxing, and today we have Citizen, and this is the Citizen PRT, a watch that was actually lent into the channel by Roman Sharif, another YouTube channel. Definitely check out his channel. I will put a link to his channel in the description below. He also has a website. If you are not familiar with him or his channel, it's called Luxury Bazaar. You've probably heard of it. They sell lots of watches and jewelry. Just some really cool stuff there, and they also sell affordable watches. So they have a lot of high-end watches like AP, Vacheron, Patek, Rolex, things like that, but then they also have affordable watches, and this is one of them. This is the Citizen PRT, and this comes in at a really good price. One of the cheapest, most affordable watches that I've actually featured on this channel. So this is the Citizen PRT, as I mentioned. We'll get right into it. Cardboard outer box, very typical for Citizen. A little information about the Eco Drive and how it works. There's a QR code right there. A little booklet says set, protect, register. Obviously, you could register your watch, how to use it and stuff like that for warranty information. Just a cardboard outer box, and then of course you have a cardboard inner box. This is just like a cylindrical box, I guess you would call it. Fully made out of cardboard, but to be expected, especially when you consider the price on this watch. And here is the watch. So, as I mentioned, this is very affordable, and I usually don't get right into price, but this retails for $275. However, on the Luxury Bazaar website right now, they have this exact watch for $109 or $106. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but that's how much it is, around $100, for what I think is a very interesting, very good looking, and actually very well made watch. It's very substantial. I was very surprised when I first got the watch. I always get the watches in, I check them out the moment I get them, because I'm like a kid in a candy store. Whenever I am loaned a watch or given a watch, I definitely want to check it out immediately. So these unboxings, I've already looked at the watches, of course, because I can't wait. And I was pleasantly surprised at the weight of this watch. It does not feel like a $275 watch. It definitely does not feel like a $109 watch. It doesn't look like one either. It has some texturing on the dial. The dial has sort of a vertical texturing. It is definitely pressed or stamped into the dial. However, it looks like Geneva striping almost. Looks really rich and nice. Gives a little bit of a dimension to what would be just a plain black, flat black dial. And it's kind of amazing that this is Eco Drive. It actually is being charged by light, any light, through that dial, and it has texturing on it. I always find that interesting when I get an Eco Drive watch on the channel. It is brushed, it is polished. You have a screwed in case back, no screwed in crown. This comes on a sort of NATO strap, looks like a James Bond NATO strap. You get a signed buckle on here and riveted sort of loops. Looks good, feels really nice. There are a few different versions of this watch, a few different colorways. Some of them are in leather straps. Some of them have brown dials, green dials, blue dials, bunch of different colors for the dials, and really I have to say they all look really good. There's even some bezel options. This gets a black insert. Some of them have a steel insert. This gets a little cyclops there at the 3 o'clock for the date, and then at the 8 o'clock you get a power reserve. This gets an 8-month power reserve. So that's an 8-month power reserve indicator. So literally you could wear this, and it charges, like I said, from any light. So you could leave it by a window, you could wear it and in an office, and it'll be charged by your office lights. So then if you put it down and you leave it for a while, you can come back to it and it will always have the right time. There's of course a capacitor in these, and these last around 10 years, which is really pretty fantastic. As I mentioned, this does not have a screwed in crown. The crown is not signed. It is a grippy and big crown. I do like it. 100 meters water resistance. You do get a mineral crystal. I think that's probably the only downfall on this watch, is the mineral crystal. 42 millimeters, and it's actually pretty thin, not considering, of course, this NATO strap. You get a thickness of 10.4 millimeters and then a lug to lug of around 47 millimeters. So a pretty thin watch. Of course, they're taking advantage of the fact that this is actually a eco drive. You can see here on the hang tag, it says $275. And as I mentioned, Luxury Bazaar currently have these for around $100, $109, let's call it, which is really a fantastic price. One of the best prices that I was able to find for actually for this watch. I will put a link directly to this watch in the description below if you are interested. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, so literally they just lent me this watch for review. They lent me a couple other watches, and I'm going to do a wristwatch check right now so you guys can see one of the other watches that they lent me. And today I am wearing the Rado Hyperchrome. This is another watch that was lent to me by Luxury Bazaar. I'll actually put the link to this watch in the description as well below. This is also priced amazingly. Automatic chronograph, ceramic. There's a whole bunch of different materials on here. I think it's ceramic, stainless steel, titanium, just a lot of materials. Rado sort of underappreciated, I think, in the watch world. They make some really incredibly made watches. This also has some DLC coating on it. I mean, there's just a lot going on this watch. Really cool, beautiful watch, and actually very comfortable. That strap is extremely comfortable on it. So here we go. This is the PRT on my 7.5-inch wrist. As I mentioned, 42 millimeters, just about 47 millimeters lug to lug, and a very nicely thin 10.8 millimeters thick. Like I said, taking full advantage of that quartz eco drive movement, and you could see this really wears nicely on my wrist. If this were my watch, I'd probably get a strap in addition to this NATO strap, because I like to have a nice leather strap on something like this. I think this would look really good. 100 meters water resistance, so you could definitely use this for very good everyday watch. You have some lume on that dial, on the indices, on the hands. I don't think the power reserve is actually lumed. I don't think that would make sense anyway, but even if it is, that would be a bonus. But what we'll do now, we'll do a quick lume shot and then we'll wrap up the video. But an awesome watch. I'm going to see if I could wear this. I have to actually ask him. I haven't asked him if I actually wear these for a little while so that I could do a full review, but I could tell you that it's just a cool watch. I really like the way the Cyclops looks. A lot of people don't, but that's something I've always liked. I always liked the Cyclops. I think these look pretty good on here, but you know, tell me what you think in the description below. Very quickly, we'll do a lume shot and then we'll wrap up the video. There you have it. So pretty good lume on here. I think it's pretty liberally applied to the indices and hands. Not incredibly liberal, but a good amount of lume on these hands and indices, especially considering this is $109. You get eco drive movement in here, 8-month power reserve, really nicely finished case. It's actually a substantial watch. It doesn't feel like a cheap watch in your hands. It looks like a more expensive watch than it is. You get that textured dial, really nice bezel on here. $109 I think is an absolute bargain for a watch like this. As I mentioned before, I think everybody should have an Eco Drive watch in their collection. They're amazing. They really are. This is a good looking watch. And a very functional everyday watch. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to check out luxurybazaar.com. Also, don't forget to check out Roman Sheriff's YouTube channel here on YouTube. Roman Sheriff is the name of the channel. Definitely check his channel out. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. Doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.